Missionary Memories are sort of things where I thought that I could have done better and I misjudged or should have done better somehow. But you look back and God works through it all. Well, when you live in the mission field, almost every day you get asked for money. People want cash, banknotes, and I always don't like giving people banknotes. It always seems to go wrong. So I always try, as you know, to feed someone if they're hungry, well, I give them food. If they're cold, I try and buy them some clothes or something, rather than giving them cash, banknotes. Now, you have to sometimes, but it's very difficult. And there's hardly a day goes by when I don't get that request for money. Send me cash, give me cash. Well, there was a Bible school in Kharkov in Ukraine many years ago. In the winter, there's the winter Bible schools out there. It was extremely cold, and there's a sister who used to come and say, I need so much for my fares. The Bible school, and I give them the money, but this sister exaggerated quite seriously. And I said, look, I'm not so stupid. I mean, you asked for so much money for this journey, and other people are coming from even further and asking for less. So, what's this about? So I felt that she wasn't being honest. And I felt that, well, okay, I wasn't that inclined to listen to her. And so she asked me for money. She kept asking me for 40 American dollars. This is before we had euros. And I said, no, I'm not giving you cash. I'll give you $40. She lied to me about a railway ticket. And it just shows you can be so wrong. That's one of the themes that I find is, you can be so wrong, really, all the time. And the Bible school finished, and I went to the railway station in Kharkov to get the train to Kiev and get back to Lithuania. And there she was on the railway station. It was a bitterly cold day, very, very cold, deep snow and all that. And she had this thin summer jacket on, and I did feel sorry for her. And I went up to her, I said, look, let's go and I'll buy you a decent jacket. And by the railway station there in Kharkov, there was this second-hand clothes store. And very common in this part of the world. And it said, second-hand clothes from Germany. So bring the second-hand clothes from Germany and sell them. And I said, look, let's go to a second-hand clothes shop and I'll buy you a decent jacket. So I went in there and she chose a jacket and I bought it for her and we went outside. And everyone's wired differently. Some people are very grateful, profusely grateful. And she wasn't ungrateful, but just all wired differently. And anyway, I bought her this jacket and she had this thin summer jacket and she said, well, thanks for the jacket. Right, she took the summer jacket off and I was holding it while she sort of decanted everything out of the summer jacket into this heavy-duty winter jacket I bought her. Oh, she was putting everything in the new pockets. And this jacket was a nice jacket and had a number of zip pockets. And she opened one of the zip pockets and there was a 50 Deutschmark note. Now, 50 Deutschmarks was worth, in those days we mainly were in US dollars, apart from the local currencies, US dollars and Deutschmarks. And Russian rubles and British pounds, but mainly US dollars and Deutschmarks. So, she looked at those 50 Deutschmarks. She looked at me. And I said, I'm sorry. Those 50 Deutschmarks was about $40. And of course, you see what happened. These clothes have been brought second-hand from Germany. And, someone had left 50 Deutschmarks in their jacket. It's worth quite a lot more money than it's worth now, in real terms, back in those years. And I said, well, I was wrong, wasn't I? I guess you really did need the $40. And she said, I really do. I've got debt that I really have to pay and thank you so much for the $40. And I said, well, I didn't give it to you. God gave that to you. I said, I should have given it to you, shouldn't I? And I'm very sorry. But, I'm not an ATM, I'm not a bank machine. I can just spout out banknotes at people just because they ask. And so, don't know what you make of that. don't know what we're supposed to learn from that. I think it is that you still got to be wise, and you do make mistakes. In dealing with the poor of this world, you do make mistakes. Too generous to this one, not generous enough to that one. It's an impossible thing. But if your motive's right, the Lord will provide. And that's what happened. The Lord provided. She obviously needed that money in cash, and she got it. So we prayed, standing there on the station. She's an old lady now. She's still around, still believes. And so we praise God that even through all your errors of judgment, as long as I think your motives are right, it all works out.